How you doing? How you doing? Frankie Russo, pre-show 141. Yeah. Let me get my board. We'll get this show on the road. I just want to start the pre-show off with the board. So this way, we're all good. And then we're going to go through some articles. We're getting ready for the big push for Tuesday. It's amazing to me, quite frankly, how rigged everything really is. It's really amazing. But anyway, we're going to move quick. I'm going to start with the model like I always do. Fraudulent selective registration card. Obama. Executive branch. How do you spell executive? I forgot. I forgot how to spell executive. My brain is not functioning right now, but it will. Executive, there it is, branch. Okay, and then we got the Clinton Foundation. Yeah, because, you know what's crazy? Like, for example, the Clinton Foundation, we got the State Department server. State Department server. You know what's really crazy? It's like Mark Rich, right? Everybody goes Mark Rich. Mark Rich was the 650 Fifth Avenue case, which was where money was funneled from because the Shah of Iran once owned the Shah of Iran once owned 650 Fifth Avenue. I think it's 53rd and Lex. He got thrown into exile. He lost his building. The mullahs took it over, right? And what happened was the mullahs got it. Iranian terror surrogates. And so I got IRGC, Quds Force, General Soleimani, Syria, Assad. So the mullahs took it over. Assa Corporation, Bank Melli of Iran, designated U.S. Treasury as a proliferated weapons of mass destruction. And we got Alevi Foundation, Assa Corporation, designated Treasury, United States Treasury Department as a terrorist entity. Right? Money going from, because Iran is the world's largest state sponsor of terror. United States money going from the building, funneling through these front organizations to the Islamic Republic of Iran. Preet Bharara was the district attorney, and Catherine Forrest was the judge. She ruled in favor of the United States government. Well, Mark Rich, who sold weapons to Iran while they were holding the American hostages in the 70s, he owned a building. He lived in 650 Fifth Avenue. It's crazy. I'll tell you. Right? So now we got ISIS Iran, AQ Iran, that's Al Qaeda Iran. These are Sunni militia. These are Sunni Shia militias, and then we got the Afghan Taliban Iran, another Sunni Shia militia, And then we got Hamas, Iran, another Sunni militia. ISIS, Iran is another Sunni Shia militia, and Hezbollah. That's a Shia terror group with a Shia militia, Iran. And then we got the Blind Sheikh. His mosque. All the stuff that went on over there. Then we got the 5 Quds Force leaders released in Erbil, Iraq. It's early in the morning. Bergdahl trade. And we got Qatar, and 5 million went to Qatar with the 5 Afghan Taliban for a trader. And then we got al-Numani. He's a Qatari national. He gave money to ISIS and money to al-Suri, right? Then we got the PA, Hamas, Iran. Then we got the Egypt, Muslim Brotherhood Morsi, Iran, we got Syria, Benghazi, cover up. All right, so let's start looking at some articles. I got the model over here. Oh, I forgot to do one other thing. We gotta, can't forget, we gotta help America's team help the men and women fight post-traumatic stress disorder. Please, F Russo, FRUSSO 14 at AOL.com. Send me an email. The fundraising is slow, but we ain't stopping. We're going to help America's team help the men and women of the United States Armed Forces fight post-traumatic stress disorder. Approximately 22 suicides a day of the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. It's horrific. They're out there fighting for our freedom. We gotta help them. Help America's team help the men and women of the United States Armed Forces fight post-traumatic stress disorder. That's what I'm talking about. FRusso14 at AOL.com. Okay, so we got the model. I always start off the pre-show with the model. So I'm always ready to rock. Fraudulent Selective Service, registration card, Obama, Executive Branch, State Department server, Clinton Foundation, Iranian Global Terror Network, Iranian Terror Surrogates. So we're moving. So let's look at some articles. And I got a whole slew of articles we can go through. You know what I'm saying? Okay, good. All right, so here's an interesting one. This is an interesting article right here. This is the USAWatchdog.com, Greg Hunter's website. He interviewed a guy named Cliff High. He is what they call, let me get this in here now. Internet mining data. What is it? Internet data mining, right? Okay. But I want to give you the definition. I want to spell it out. Okay, here it is. Web data mining is a technique used to crawl through various. Okay, so this is what this guy is he's an internet data mining expert. Cliff High says the naked data on the internet shows Trump winning the 2016 by a landslide. And you can do a search on YouTube that brings back a list of primary speeches by both candidates. By primary speeches, he's not talking about Fred Smith's copy of a video he made of Trump. He's talking about a speech took officially of Trump, and they released it officially. If you take just those, you can see you got Hillary Clinton on one side with 2,165 views, and Trump on the other side with 775,000 views. So that's not anecdotal. This is a very crude level of statistical analysis, but it is nonetheless statistical analysis. It is very pointed because it is extremely self-selecting. There is nobody watching you when you choose to watch something on YouTube. There is no peer pressure or external person polling you. It's what he calls a very naked data set, because there is no pressure on an emotional level on the person. So the next question asked Carl High. This is Greg Hunter's USAWatchdog.com. How big is Trump going to win? Basically, when you go through all the analysts and all the other video archives, you come up with a 25-to-1 ratio in favor of Trump. High says Trump's winning vote total will be orders of magnitude greater than Clinton's. High uses a program he invented that he says he uses the art of predictive linguistics to forecast future events. One of the phrases that High comes up with in his own linguistic data mining program is Hillary is missing. High's data also comes up with the phrase, it doesn't matter. This is all tied up with one other phrase that is, it doesn't matter. This is a very interesting phrase to come up with in our data, because usually they're not at a hard level making a conclusion. That's what it doesn't matter. It's a conclusion about a set of circumstances or facts. We rarely, what I do with it? Okay. We really get straight out conclusions. It is my interpretation that the deep state, the government, may be so fixated on their candidate winning, Hillary Clinton, that it won't matter how the election actually comes out. There is another layer on top of that is seen in our recent data. The focus is economic, fiscal, and financial pointedness. It may be saying the election part doesn't matter. If we take that interpretation, we're talking about the dollar and everything else in the economic system. High contends, this is on the USAWatchdog.com, Cliff High. I'll give you his website in a second. His website is halfpasthuman.com, and he's a internet data mining expert, and this is on USAWatchdog.com with Greg Hunter. Great site, you should check it out. High contends the mainstream media polls are 100% manufactured. Always look at the source. All these polls are part of the 6 propaganda outlets the government uses. So obviously, it's propaganda. They are manufacturing it. It's made for a specific agenda. It's propaganda. They need to have it in everybody's mind conceptually. Basically, they're doing mind framing or collective brainwashing. If you want to think about it that way, what they want is everyone to understand there is very little difference between the candidates, that it's a neck and neck race. They will do anything and are doing everything to engineer that perception. High's data also predicts the economy in our data set takes a terrible hit on the 9th of November. That is being forecast straight out. the kind of hit it's going to take is going to affect the Forex, the Forex, all the way over to retail sales. We have a huge amount of things happening leading up to the larger problems we face next March in the economic system. So that's his prediction on that. That's interesting. Very interesting. And then we got this other guy. He's an internet data miner as well. AI computer has never been wrong. It just predicted the winner of the presidential election. By monitoring 20 million separate data points from Twitter, Facebook, Google, and YouTube, it looks at public engagement, excitement about candidates to determine the winner as long as the technology has been available. It's been 100% correct. And the AL system, the AI system, I think it looks, yeah, the AI system predicts Donald Trump is the next president of the United States. The AI system was created in 2004, so it's been getting smarter all the time. And it already correctly predicted the results of the Democratic and Republican primaries. Data such as engagement with tweets or Facebook Live videos have been taken into account. The result is that Trump has overtaken the engagement numbers of Barack Obama's peak in 2008, the year he came into power, by 25%. Rice said, the AI system shows that candidate in each election who had leading engagement data ended up winning the election. If Trump loses, it will defy the data trend for the first time in the last 12 years since the internet engagement began in full earnest, Rye wrote in a report to CNBC. Using social media to predict outcomes of elections has become increasingly popular because of the amount of data available publicly. In September, Nick Peachchamp, I got it, an assistant professor of political science at Northeastern University, published a paper about his experiment applying AI system to more than 100 million tweets in 2012 election. He found this closely mirrored the results seen in state-level polling. These results provide not just a tool for generating survey-like data, but also a method for investigating how what people say and think reflects and perhaps even affects their vote intentions. This is an important breakthrough in calculating just how many millions of voters are eager to show up on election day and vote for Trump. National polls are based on old and outdated models. Trump's unconventional support is challenging, if not impossible, for pollsters to accurately capture. Plus, the liberal media would never want to talk about polls which show Trump winning. But the AI computer is not a poll. It's all available data points on social media accurately registered. That's why it could be the most accurate predictor of the 2016 election. Interesting. Very interesting. So that's interesting, right? I'm going to print this baby. Let's see what we can do over here to make it look decent. One sheet. That's weird. Huh. Let's see it again. Why one sheet? I don't know. Okay. That's really weird. I don't know. Let's see what this one does. See if I can print this one. Wow. That's crazy. Hmm. So, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to 4. So that's interesting, right? Assange, Clinton, and ISIS funded by same money. Wow, claiming Assad is claiming Trump won't be allowed to win. I want to see this. Wow. So, listen to this. We got the WikiLeaks thing, right? Assad accuses Hillary of misleading Americans about the true scope of Islamic support from Washington's Middle East allies. In a 2014 email made public by WikiLeaks, Hillary Clinton, who had served as Secretary of State until the year before, urged Podesta, then an advisor to Barack Obama, to bring pressure on Qatar and Saudi Arabia, which are providing clandestine financial and logistic support to ISIS and other Sunni radical groups. I think this is the most significant email in the whole collection, right? According to Assange. Okay, what did you say about Trump? About recently accusations with Clinton. Wikileaks is looking to swing Trump would not be permitted. Why do I say that? Because he has every establishment off his side. Trump doesn't have one establishment, maybe with the exception of the evangelicals, if you can call them establishment. Banks, intelligence, arms companies, foreign money, all are united behind Hillary Clinton. And the media as well, media owners and journalists themselves. So Assange believes, so I'm going to print this one. Assange believes that Trump, he doesn't think Trump's going to win. Okay. Crazy. Right? Said Trump will not be permitted to win, he thinks. Why do I say that? Because he has had every establishment off his side. I don't know. I think that there's just too much. It's just too overwhelmingly for Trump. There's too much. Too much. That's what he claims. All right. Clinton left classified papers in Russia and China. Hillary Clinton, according to Washington Examiner, Susan Ferrico, House Intelligence Committee Chairman Nunes, charged Hillary Clinton left sensitive documents while traveling overseas and demanded an answer to those charges. Congressman Nunes asked FBI Director Comey to provide details about the new emails discovered on Huma Abedin's laptop and perhaps other devices in her household that may have come from Hillary Clinton's State Department server during her tenure as Secretary of State. In the letter, Nunes raised startling accusations about the poor handling of classified information by Clinton and top staff while traveling in Russia and China. You know, all intents and purposes, this is espionage. She's a double agent. The State Department server in the basement of her house, uncleared people having access to the data, classified documents, commingling, shared the same IP address with the Clinton Foundation. It's out of the state.gov network. It's there to be hacked. Left classified documents in her hotel room in China, and that U.S. Marine Corps security officers filed a report related to the possible compromise of the documents. In another case, a Clinton aide was counseled by diplomatic security officers because she brought Clinton's classified briefing book into a hotel room in Russia, and a classified document from the briefing book was left in the hotel room after her departure, purposefully to be picked up, conceivably. Hillary Clinton's big benefactor has trade links. Let me see if this printer is working. I'll be right back. Bear with me. Let me see if this printer is working. Bear with me, my peeps. It is beautiful. How does it look? It's working. I don't know why it's doing this, but I'm back over here. Oh, God. This is crazy, man. It's working. So that's good. I gotta get the other page. I'll get that when I'm done. Okay. So that's crazy. I don't want that one. Hillary Clinton's big benefactor had trade links with Iran. Iran revisiting gas pipeline with Pakistan. Hillary Clinton's shadow diplomat ran big money China-Russian deals. This is Thomas Pickering. Thomas Pickering. A new report from Center for Security Policy, this is Breitbart News, called Clinton's Shadow Diplomat, concerns former Ambassador Thomas Pickering, who last made news by forgetting to mention he was getting paid by Boeing while lobbying for the Iran nuke deal, which just happens to have facilitated a $25 billion deal for Boeing. Amazing. According to Breitbart News, the Center for Security Policy says the report reveals Pickering's overlapping roles as Clinton's foreign affairs policy advisor, as an advisory board member for two Iranian advocacy groups, as a paid director for a Russian firm selling pipeline to Iran and Syria, as a paid consultant to Iranian aircraft contractor Boeing, as a Senate committee hearing witness, all with the common goal of ending economic sanctions in Iran and reversing U.S.-Iran policies. Pickering's ties to the Russian firm, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, are even stronger than the consulting relationship he enjoyed with Boeing when the Iranian deal was under construction. He was a paid director for a company that is a majority owned by a close ally of Putin, billionaire Dmitry. It doesn't look like one of those purely ceremonial positions companies sometimes hand out. And the TMK is that Russian firm. Okay, good. The TMK connection loops back around to Iran as this Brim, Christine Brim, wrote this number of interesting author. She wrote this Titanic, she calls it the Titanic Clinton money machine. The company had business relations with Iranian and Syrian entities that were banned under U.S. Treasury Department protocols. So, interesting. So I'm going to print this one out. 2 to 4. Okay. Print that one out. Obama's Israeli surprise. Now this is interesting. Okay, I can't, I don't have, I would love to. The Castro brothers endorsed Hillary Clinton. Why am I not shocked? The fix is in. NBC affiliate accidentally posts election results a week earlier. Why am I not shocked? AP shows Hillary may have revealed many hidden intelligence secrets. Hillary exposes intelligence sources on the State Department server. Hillary posted names of hidden intelligence officers on her email. FBI investigators 99% sure foreign entities hacked Clinton's server, hacked by 5 foreign countries. Obama administration hiding secret hostage documents signed with Iranian intelligence officers. Congress Attorney General Lynch pleads fifth on secret Iran payments. Obamacare premiums up 30% in Texas, Missouri, Kansas, 50% in Illinois, Arizona, and Arizona, Pennsylvania up over 50%. It's 100%. So I'm going to get out of here. You know what?